Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is May 3rd, 2025. It is a Saturday. It's been a pretty solid day so far. So I woke up at 7:30. Ava told me yesterday that she recommends me watering my bean plants outside during the early morning or late evening so they don't get like fried. And I was like, yeah, yesterday I watered them. It was 80 degrees out. I was like, hopefully they're fine. Hopefully they're fine. But yeah, so got up, did that. Came in, played some Kingdom Come Deliverance, watered my other sprouts here. Had to refill my spray bottle. I realized when I went to go water them, I don't have a watering can. So I kind of just used the Gatorade bottle and was just watering them. Like, I'll have to figure something else out a little better later, but whatever. And then we had a bunch of onions that had never, they like kind of sprouted, but the cat knocked them down, so they like died. And so I replanted a bunch of them, so hopefully they survive. And then I was just playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. I got a response on one of my comments on YouTube. It was a picture of the, I don't even know what she is. Is she the speaker or something, like a representative? What is her name? Caroline Leavitt. What does she do? Caroline Leavitt. Leavitt. Press secretary. Yeah, so she's the press secretary, and she is very strange. I don't really like her at all. She's very weird. Um, like weird in the sense of like no no consciousness or like personal thoughts about the behavior of her administration. She like is just spouting propaganda all the time. I don't know if that's a press secretary's job. Like I've never seen such an active press secretary, but I commented on a video of her talking about how the Biden administration was so bad, whatever, and it basically just said like this woman is a pawn in a terrible game. She doesn't even realize the administration is like actively working against the interest of her exact person, right? And someone replied and was just like, "America first is so bad." America first? What is your definition of America? And so I basically just described a whole bunch of stuff the administration is doing. I was like, this isn't American. This is very blatantly fascism. Like, very blatantly. Like, no due process, cutting tax services, tax cuts for billionaires, like, importing tariffs, like, using protectionist tools to protect an industry that doesn't exist. Like all these things are poorly thought out, terrible. Like, I didn't even mention that the Secretary of Health is, like, completely incompetent, RFK Jr. I was just going off about all this stuff, and I was just like it's so obvious. Like just it's a Google search away. Like it's so obvious. And some other dude commented separately, which is thought was really weird. It kind of just yeah, people are special on when they agree with these things. I can really obviously tell they don't use proper words like real punctuation, real synonyms that might be more strongly conveying of the message they're trying to convey. Like they use a belligerent tone. I'm like, okay, cool. That's what I'm dealing with here. Very interesting. And he said, oh, I'll just read it. He said, "Hey, 2064, maybe you need to take another flight into space and kiss the moon while you were there, you spaced out fic." No commas, no periods, one sentence. Actually, can you be called a sentence? Just a string of words. There's no period at the end. I literally responded, I was like, I've never been to. I'm not Katy Perry. Like I don't. I didn't go to space. I don't know what that means. And I basically said like it's obvious you could just read Project 2025. Like it's very clear what they're trying to do to women. It's not hidden. It's very blatant. It's a quick. It's a bland read, but it's like when you think about it from the perspective of someone else, it's much more interesting. And then at the very end, I was just like, try not to space out while you read it, bro. Like, I don't know why you're talking about space so much. But it was just very interesting, like, how many people still kind of agree with this stuff and, like, believe they have the best interests in mind for the Americans. And it's like, no, obviously not, dude. Obviously not. Like, very, very clearly, obviously not. And, I think a lot about how we kind of got to this point of like people are so tuned into the propaganda that they like fervently follow it, like almost worship it. It's like I genuinely hope when I am at the point where I'm using propaganda, like marketing and everything, that people that I'm able to be fact checked consistently. I really hope we have a society at that point where it's like, yeah, this guy like is true, and I really want my propaganda to be the good and the bad. Like I feel like politicians nowadays, just like America is so gilded. Like we're such a gilded age country. We can't have anything bad happen. If anything bad happens, it's a disaster. And it's like, no, dude, that's normal. Like it's normal life. It doesn't make any sense that the stock market is based on valuations that we know are bloated, and that they can take loans out against bloated valuations because they have to make it look like they have more value, or else they're going to default on their loan because their stock price that's already bloated is used as collateral for the loan they're using to bloat their value further. Like that doesn't make any sense. That is the ultimate cause of a gilded age. The ultimate one. And it's like politicians believe in it too. If you've ever been on Instagram and you see everyone's life is great, and you go on Facebook and the same people are talking about being abused, that is a gilded age. And I'm literally just like, people just can't be real with how life is. I should have put my hair up before this, but it's fine. People just can't be real with how life is. And I feel like if we had real politicians, like real, I mean, I'm not talking like real people, not lizard people. I'm talking about real people who are willing to go, yeah, we're probably going to have a small recession. Things are probably going to be a little hard next year. Yeah, things are going to not be great for a little while. And then when they're actually great, it means so much more. Because you can sit there and go, things are getting better. Things will be better for you this year than they were that previous year because of work I put in when you were struggling. We were all struggling together. And we just have this society that's so fundamentally built on lies, dishonesty, misinformation, and looking good in a bad situation, where we end up not doing anything actually good. Everything just has to look good. It's not actually good. You're not actually doing a bunch of work. You just look like you're working. You're not actually working for 8 hours. You're just clocked in for 8 hours. You're probably doing 2 hours of work for the whole, like, that is so insane to me. And it's like, America desperately needs a cultural revolution, but if you ever look up cultural revolution and click Google Images, that doesn't look fun. And I don't want that. It might occur. Like, it might have to occur. It is so astonishing to me that people are so locked in on propaganda that they're willing to add their own thoughts to propaganda. And it's like, dude, just look up facts and make your own opinion. The facts are still there. They're still there. Every single thing you see, you can just type into Google and it will fact check it for you. Every single thing in the world. And we have people who refuse to do it. And it blows my mind that they would rather live in ignorance than learn in prosperity. Like, that they would rather suffer in ignorance than live in prosperity. Why? Why would you actively want to remain ignorant? Why would you actively want to not learn more? Why would you actively want that thing when you know statistically it will make your quality of life worse? 100% of the time. Having less knowledge will make your life worse. You don't know how to do things. You don't know how things work. It is going to make your life worse. You think it doesn't affect your life? It 100% will. I promise. And that is what I'm thinking about this morning. I had a different day of thought entirely. And just those YouTube comments just still get me so confused. Like, people, like, you don't want to say, wake up, oh, I'm woke, bro, I'm woke, wake up. No, dude, open your eyes. It's not even a wake up. You are conscious. You are conscious. You just have to look around. That's literally it. You just have to open your eyes and look around for a little while. That's it. You don't have to wake up to the Matrix. Look around, dude. Realize you have an impact in this world. Realize that every single thing occurring in the world, indirectly or directly, impacts you. 100% of the time. Every single thing. That includes what you do impacts others. Be a member of society. Like, read into your society. Look up how it works. Look up what's okay. Look up what's not okay. Decide if that's just. And if it's not just, what is the is it Thomas Jefferson revolution becomes duty? Is that what it is? When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. If you look at the laws, decide if they're just, and if they're not, you have to resist them. That's calling representatives. That's talking to community members. That's signing petitions. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. And there are people who are experiencing and witnessing injustice and going, no, that's actually okay, because they're putting America first. No, I don't think you know what America represents. I don't think we're thinking America's the same. I don't think that we agree here. So yeah, anyways, I'm off to work here at 11, so I will see you all tonight. Have a good one.
One eternity later.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Today is the tail end of May 3rd, 2025. It was a Saturday. I got off work, and I've just been so tired. I've just been chilling, watching YouTube. I got some Taco Bell after work. So, made my video log at 10, and then went and hopped in the car, went to Albertsons. They were having a deal on meat, so I got Corey a couple pounds of ground beef. Came home, dropped it off, grabbed a couple donuts at Albertsons while I was there. Crushed them at work. And then, came home, said bye to Anna, went to work. I just took my ponytail out, so sorry if my hair looks a little stupid, bro. Kind of like a Viking low-key. Whatever. Headed to work. And I was just so tired all day. I went to bed probably 1 last night, woke up at 7 because of the beans, and I was just like, oh my gosh, dude, so tired. And so, anyways, got to work, ate my Subway. I got Subway on the way to work. And then, so I had Subway, my donuts, ate the Subway. It was pretty good, dude. I skipped out on Jersey Mike's this week, because whatever. My sandwich last week was not what I wanted, like what I expected it to be, so I just got Subway instead. The lady who made my sandwich was flying with it, bro. I've never seen someone at Subway cut a foot long in half, like the bread, and then make 2 6 inches. I've never seen that. And she was actually, like, not bad. Like, she was pretty good with it. So headed to work, got there like 15 minutes early, clocked in, worked. It was so slow this morning. Like, by 2, I probably had 4 tables total in like 3 hours. And maybe like 10 to-go orders. So I was like, dang, I'm gonna make that much today. And then, things like kind of picked up around 3 for a moment, and then Calvin got there, and then we needed to go to the bathroom, but I was like, I'm kind of go pee. And so it's hard to go to the bathroom when I'm working alone on Saturdays, because I gotta go to the bathroom and wash my hands. So if the phone rings while I'm peeing, I can't go out and answer it because I need to wash my hands. So I'm like, I just waited for her to get there. Did that. We had a couple tables between 4 and 5, and then Ava got there, and then work was really, really chill. It was alright. There was probably like 3 moments where we were like actually a little bit busy. I just remember being up front at one point, and there was a to-go order. There were 2 to-go orders that needed cashing out. A table was cashing out. Another table was getting up to cash out, and a to-go order was coming in. They were like placing a to-go order coming in, and the phone was ringing. And I was just like, damn, I got a lot going on right now. And like obviously they were like doing food or whatever, like Yaz and Ava. But it was really fun. It was a fun shift. And then my elbow's so red, damn. And it was a nice shift. After that, didn't have too much going on. I don't think I had any back tables. I don't know if there's any back tables all day. A question I had to ask. What is this that I just got a YouTube notification for? A question. What is this, bruh? Oh, whatever. Not for me. Replied to a comment I replied to. Yeah, work was alright. I ended up making $110. It was pretty cool. Towards the end of shift, I got a Kung Pao chicken and demolished that thing. My man Caden came in again. He was a regular who I chatted up last time. I want to say it was Monday, maybe? Monday, maybe? But yeah, we had a good conversation. He recommended me a book that apparently is horrifying. I was actually like low-key excited to read it. And then I was like talking about war stories and like PTSD, talking about this stuff. Yeah, it was a nice conversation. You got to see Ava for the first time. We like had a good goof going on with him and some other regulars. It was a fun conversation. Good to talk to the guy. He is very interested in becoming a high end bartender, and like has a book for it and everything that he like studies for. It's actually pretty cool. It's pretty impressive. I do not care for alcohol that much, so I'm like, man, whatever. Yeah. Goals for the day were morning video log, water beans, early water sprouts, and brush teeth. Did all that work. Crossed that off. And then, yeah, so goals for tomorrow are going to be brush, teeth, morning, video log, water, beans, early, water, sprouts, Roman plans. Yeah, Caden said he watched one of my videos with his cousin or something, and actually thought it was like pretty interesting stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm glad someone's enjoying my videos. I was like, they're certainly videos. Let me see. 15 views. Well, I don't know why some of them just have 116 views, dude. It's nice to like upload consistently, and just like see them just get views out of nowhere. This one's got a comment. Who has commented? Did I miss the lore update? What even happens in this video? I'll get it later. I'll respond to that after this video. Roman plans. Clean. APT trash. Plus dishes. I need to take out the trash. Take out trash. Oh, I need a shower, dude. I still need to do that. That was my goal. I had a goal for that on Friday. When did I last shower? What the? There's no way I didn't write in my shower. Shower. It's before work on this day. Shower. 3 o'clock Wednesday, and now it's Saturday, so 1, 2, 3. Huh. Okay, yeah, we'll shower tomorrow morning. Shower, yeah. That's probably fine. Other than that, yeah, definitely organize counter 1, and I'm gonna write organize counter 2. I have like 2 counter spaces here, and they're both a mess right now, so they need organized for sure. And yeah, we'll get on that tomorrow. I'm going to reply to this YouTube comment and head to bed. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Have a good one.